Today we're going to take my BMW F650GS motorcycle and replace the windscreen on it. This is the stock windscreen, looks really cute, but doesn't really do much to give you any wind resistance at all. So I'm going to replace it with a Cee Bailey enhanced windshield that's also has a slight tint to it. So this one's going to come off. I'm going to put about a 20-inch windscreen on. And when you buy the complete kit from Cee Bailey, it comes with the BMW bracket, which is their part number 7167701 and so it'll come with the Cee Bailey kit. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove all 6 of these fasteners that are holding the windscreen in place, and I've actually pre-loosened them, so I'm just going to unscrew them. They have a plastic washer underneath, so you want to make sure that you don't lose or drop that hardware. And we're not going to reuse these, so I'm going to put them into a bag so that I can save them in case I ever need them for something. So I'm going to do that, and then the next thing I'm going to do is remove these side brackets, and I'll show you how to do that next. Okay, I'm ready to remove these L brackets, these side support brackets. Now we're going to reuse these expansion nuts, and you're going to have to pull them out from the front side. And they're kind of a little difficult to get out, but you can do it. The little washer came off here, that's okay. I'm just going to stick it right back in there. And then I'm going to remove the bracket. And I'm going to hold on to this hardware and just put it in the bag because I won't be reusing it. And there's this threaded insert. It's a brass insert. You're just going to push it out backwards. It's a little hard to reach, but you can get it out. It looks like that. And we're not going to be reusing that, so I'm going to save that as well. And I'll just put it in my parts bag. I'm going to do that for the other side, and then I'm going to show you how we're going to mount this extra support assembly. When you buy the enhanced windshield from Cee Bailey with the complete kit, it's going to come with this genuine original BMW bracket for the windshield. So it's part number 7167707 and I'm going to install that next following the instructions from the BMW manual that comes with it, the instruction manual. So basically it's going to fit right here, and it's going to be some additional support for the windscreen, and I'm going to put this threaded screw in there, and then I'm going to back it up with a flat washer, almost like a fender washer, and a nylon lock nut. You want to make sure the nylon part faces away from the head of the bolt. So I'm going to put those on now. It's hard to reach in there and do it, so I'm going to reach in there, get that on, and I'm just going to get the nuts started. I'm going to do that for both sides, and then I'll show you what we're going to do next. I have the bracket in place. I do want to mention that these bolts use a T25 Torx, and this is a snap-on T25. Also, when you tighten anything up on a BMW, you want to exactly follow their original spec. For this, the installation manual says that these should be torqued down to 3 Newton meters. I have my tool set for 3 Newton meters, but I'm not ready to torque it yet because I'm going to wait until I install the whole windshield to get this exactly right, because it does have some amount of play that I can move that. So I'm going to do that after that. But in the meantime, the instructions say to install the 4 expansion nuts. So 2 of them come with the new bracket. So I'm going to install them here. And then 2 of them, I took off the old L bracket that was here. So I'm going to install one there, and then one on the other side. And so now we're ready to start moving forward with putting the windshield on. And we will, at this point, stop using the BMW instructions and move to the Cee Bailey instructions. I have my new windshield ready to go on. I also want to make mention that there's 2 white spacers that come in the Cee Bailey kit, and they just fit right there, and they just stick into place. And we're going to put the longer of the 2 bolts in that area. So I'll just start by carefully moving this forward, trying to get it up in here so I don't scratch anything. Okay, and I'm going to thread this in. And so I'll get that threaded in, and then we will just start to snug them up, and I'll come back to that. I've installed the 6 shorter screws or bolts in these positions and the 2 long ones here. Now these are not torque screws. Cee Bailey uses metric Allen, so these are 3mm. So what I'm going to start doing is just start to snug them up. They only get less than about a half a Newton meter of torque. It says about 5 to 8 inch-pounds, and I don't have a tool that goes that small. So what I'm going to do is follow their other instruction that says just tighten them up about as much as a bottle cap. So right now I'm just starting to snug them up so they're in place. When I get that done, I will go ahead and tighten the bracket to 3 Newton meters as recommended by BMW. I'll put a backing wrench on that. I'll show you how to do that in a second. And so when I get all these snugged up a little bit, I'll come back and show you how to tighten up those 2 side bracket bolts. Okay, so now I'm going to reach in here and tighten up this to 3 Newton meters. So I'm putting an 8mm backing wrench on it. And they put this in a precarious position, so hopefully I can get in here and do this. Here we go. Tightening. I'm gonna have to get a better grip. So I'm gonna go ahead and tighten them up, and when it's tight, the torque wrench will stop turning. It'll start making kind of a popping noise. But in order to do this, looks like I'm gonna have to get a better grip. And I'm still working it. There we go. Finally hit 3 Newton meters. It's a lot more than you think. So I'll come back now and I'll use my Allen wrench to snug all these up just about as tight as a bottle cap per their instructions. And then I'm good to go. I'll go test it. Thanks for watching.